So, first things first then, we're going to go in with under eye concealer and a brush of your choice. Specifically, I'm using the Rimmel Wake Me Up under eye concealer. Just going to be using the viewfinder so I can see what I'm applying. Now, this in particular is useful because it's quite iridescent, so obviously it's ideal for a fairy. Just blend that in. Just put rough triangular shapes under my eyes. Okay. And then going with another concealer. By all means, you can do your base as you wish. However, I personally just wear concealers as my base. And this is the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection concealer in the colour Fair one, which I think the majority of British girls buy this particular concealer. Again, just blending that in throughout the face. Just want a nice clear base that we can work with. Okay. Blending that all in. Again. Then we can go in with a powder. This one's translucent. It's the One Egg of a Blot by Soap and Jewelry. This suits all skin tones. So just go in with that. Again, just creating an even base. Okay. Again, following on from the base, I'll just be contouring and highlighting with blush as well. I want to give it a nice warm effect. So contouring the natural line. Then I always just apply blush around about here. I know it might not necessarily pick up on the camera. And then some powder highlighter, which probably isn't necessary because I'm going to go in with a lot of other products after that. So that's the face base done. Now gonna fill in the eyebrows. Got the Real Techniques angled brush. In fact, just want to have a look at what I'm doing. Dipping that again into the product. these nice thick eyebrows. And the product I used is Natural Collection Crushed Walnut. Okay. Now we'll make a start on the eyes. So for the eyes then, I've got this rather worn out looking palette. It's got all sorts of colours that we're going to be using for the eyes. In specific, we're going to be using this pink and this orange. Okay, we're going to get those wet so that they become more pigmented. Okay. Now I've got a glass of water with brush inside of it. And we're just going to select this colour first of all, making it nice and wet. Okay. And we're going to do kind of a smoky winged effect with it. So I just need to come a bit closer for that. Okay, so with the pigment on the brush, just going to create winged smoky pink eye first of all. I'll just leave it at that first, and we'll do this eye too. To bring that out a bit. It's looking a little sharp at the moment, but we're going to wing that, blend it a bit more. It's just a rough line. Soak the brush. Dry it off. I'm going to blend this out a little bit. It will be further blended by the orange as well. Doesn't need to be neat. Okay. And again, I'm going to go in now with the different colour, the orange. Again, wetting our brushes for that. Again, just roughly place that under the eye, around the eyelid area, blending that with the pink. Bringing that down and gradually phasing that out as you do so. You can use a mirror if you want to get more precision. So blending that out. As I said, you can be as rough as you want with that. wetting the brush again so we can further phase that out. Okay. Again. Wetting that slightly. So bring that down the face. And we'll go with the pink again. You basically just play around with that until you're happy with the gradiency. Just make sure it's been well blended. So again, just making that a bit more prominent. Okay. Perfect. Taking your time on it, you don't want to rush it. It's just playing around with that, making sure I'm happy with that. Okay. Now I'll go back in with the pink, again washing my brush as I go. So, the pink initially was just so that you got a rough outline. Now, blend that out a bit further. Making the colour pop. Wetting your brush as you go along so that it's easier to blend the colours together. Okay. So, I'm happy with that. Now, I'm going to line the tops of the lids with brown eyeliner. Okay. Careful as the colours may still be wet. This is a Maybelline Infallible retractable pencil in brown. It will look messy right now, but we're going to blend that. Okay. Just using the other end provided to blend that now. It helps you use your fingers as well. This will just help to camouflage the fake eyelashes that I'll be putting on in a bit. Okay. Again, I'll just play around with that. So, now for the fun part, we've got some glitter, which is like white, but it reflects this lilac kind of colour when it sparkles. We're going to put it here, here, on the cheekbones to highlight that. And also I did put it on my chest area and on my neck, so that if the light caught it, it would reflect. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of coconut oil on the areas that I want to affect so that the product will stick to it. It's probably a more effective way of applying the coconut oil. However, it's hot today, so it's all melted. Careful not to actually rub off the makeup you've already put on, but that will make the glitter adhere more effectively. It's coconut oil once again. Just drying my fingers off now. Okay. Now for the fun bit. So I'm going to be placing it on here and here. Okay. Let's get some product into the lid. Now we just, I'm not sure you'll be able to see it because the light's not hitting. However, trying to get you to be able to see the product, its actual effect. As well, no, you can't see it, but it is very iridescent purple once it gets going in the light. So just apply that generously. Okay. All over. Now. It's all over my leggings, for one, anyway. Now, for the tricky part, I'm going to apply some fake lashes. In fact, I think I'll do that off screen, otherwise I won't be able to achieve it, so just bear with. Okay, so I've applied the false lashes now. They're still drying, so got a bit of glue, but that will dry clear, so just ignore that for the time being. Okay, and we'll just solidify that with some mascara. Okay, so the mascara I'm using is the Max Factor False Lash Effect. I believe the colour is black. Yep. So, excuse the mascara face once again. And that will just blend the false lashes with the real lashes. We don't want to go too much with the mascara because clearly the main attraction is the colour of the eyes. Okay, and the other eye. Okay. last touches on the eye area, you want to find yourself some crystals of some sort. I just picked this up from the local fancy dress shop in town. It was like $2.99. Yeah, $2.99. Similarly, the glitter as well. I think that was $1.99, but that was from the fancy dress shop as well. So, just in case you're curious as to where we get that from. So yeah, just want to get some little beads. Now, it will come with some kind of eyelash glue, just so you can adhere that to your eyes. Let me just go fetch that. So I've got some tweezers and the eyelash glue. Couldn't find the original one that it came with. However, we're going to put 4 in total on each eye. Just want to be as sparkly as possible, basically. So, excuse me while I just have my concentration face on. Very small and fiddly. Okay. Just adding a little bit of eyelash glue to those and selecting the area just below the eye that we want to adhere that to. Okay. And the other one. Putting a little bit of eyelash glue on that each time. Dropping onto the area that you've selected. Again. That will dry clear, so don't worry about it if you've kind of smeared the adhesive glue. Can take a bit of practice, but pretty easy to get the hang of it. Spacing that out as you go. Okay. Let me just step back a second so you can see the whole look. So, this is the finished look. I'm now officially a fairy creature. These are my wings, for anybody that's wondering where my wings are. Now, I got these elf ears, or in this instance fairy ears, from, I believe it was Etsy. Just type in elf ears, you get these silicone things. I usually put a cuff here to hide the divide, and I stick it down with spirit gum so that it appears more realistic. And then these are from my sister. I borrowed it from my sister. She's always buying quirky little things. So it's just an ear cuff that tucks behind the ear. I'm sure you can see the iridescent highlighter now. Not so sure about the chest area. I don't think it's putting on much of a light show, but yeah. That's the finished look. Let me know if you recreate this yourself, and if so, then forward occasion, and I'll see you next time. Okay?